And here we go.
Good morning, or evening, or whatever time it is where you are. Welcome to the Figment Collective. This morning we are going to be playing our Monster of the Week game in the dark heart of the woods. And we have a little bit of delay between games, so this will be fun. We're going to have to check some notes. But let's go around the table and introduce ourselves. 3LC, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing pretty good. Good morning, afternoon, evening, whoever's watching at this time. I'm 3LC, and I'm playing Dylan Ayers of the Spooky Playbook for this Monster of the Week.
Wonderful. Definitely nothing could go wrong with the deals that you've been making or the things you've been seeing. All right. And that brings us to Avery. Who are you playing?
Hello. Today, I am Avery. Who knows about the rest of the time? I will be playing Holden Cross Talbot from the Wronged Playbook, the wonderful uncle of our young Dylan Ayers.
Yeah. There's... Oh, Holden. It's gonna be a time.
R.I.P. Jesse Talbot.
R.I.P. Jesse. Oh,
True enough.
too soon. It's too
Pour
soon to
one
talk
out
about
for the
this.
homies.
Yeah.
Pour one out for
Yeah.
the homies.
Some night Dylan will find out what's in that nightstand drawer.
We already have. Please don't choke Avery.
While I'm drinking,
not.
while I'm drinking.
What's that?
Good morning. We're gonna move along. Who are you doing?
Hi, I'm Star Shard Stories. I will be playing Nestlia, our monstrous of the group, and she had a little snack earlier.
I mean, at least you're not hungry. Going to a family meeting hangry is not a good plan, right?
She's totally gonna have a meltdown after it. It's fine.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be absolutely fine. Which brings
Meltdown
us
mom.
to our lovely Milo. Good morning.
I was unmuted this whole fucking time. Okay. Hi, I'm Milo. I'm playing Fallon Hill of the Initiate Playbook, who has the autopsy reports and hasn't quite been questioned too hard about it. Fine.
Not too hard, not yet. We'll see where that goes with Fallon, as we last left off with half the group going to check out the site where Jesse was killed, finding several things, encountering one Grayson, who, thanks to some quick thinking by our lovely hunters, has been taken to the local doctor, where your very efficient and competent apprentice, Gregory, is keeping an eye out. At Angela's Diner is where we last saw the other two members of our group together, where they had some food, had a meal. Rolls were made, things happen, you know, we'll get to that. Holden went to check out a few leads, the family meeting. Ness, you got picked up by Sheriff Powell and taken to the Talbot estate, where you arrive first. Quickly followed by Fallon and Dylan. And where we start off, on the road right outside the Talbot estate, Holden, you're driving along up your driveway where you see you got a little bit of a drive before you park. The sheriff and your nephew.
Oh.
Fallon, you were messaging Gregory back, right?
Yeah, I was messaging Gregory back.
Okay, so you were able to do that. He's done what he's supposed to do. So.
Is that coffee?
No, be proud of me. It's a Pepsi.
I got Pepsi in here.
We are in no way affiliated or sponsored unless you're interested.
But we could be.
We could be.
Oh god. Oh
Could
god.
be.
Please no.
So, Holden, you're pulling into the driveway. You know, you look up. You catch a glimpse of yourself in the rearview mirror.
Oh,
You
fuck.
do, in fact, have smudges around your lips. And your cut on your face is bleeding a little bit.
Just wipe the makeup off his face. And look at the cut. Reach in the center compartment and pull out the roll of electrical tape, cut a little piece off it, put it over the cut.
All right.
Why?
It's what you do.
So country boys gotta make do, I guess.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
And Holden will get out of the car and go on and walk over to the sheriff.
So,
Ness is getting out of the car.
All right. So everybody's getting out of cars.
Did we all arrive at the more or less the same time, or?
You guys arrived a little bit sooner, but
Okay.
you were having hallucinations.
Okay.
The sheriff was busy moving some things around in the backseat of the car. That got chucked because he didn't want Ness to see them.
Ness 100% saw it.
Yeah, absolutely. So,
Yeah. As Holden gets out of the car, he looks back. Oh shit! And grabs the peanut butter pie that he got for Dylan out of the passenger seat.
the slightly dilapidated peanut butter pie that has mostly survived with a few cracks. The very delicately piped edges are a little smushed now, but it's edible. It didn't fall on the sidewalk.
And I'll walk past the sheriff. What the fuck are you doing here?
Ness said she needed a ride, and I had some things I wanted to talk to you about. And
You
he's
sure
got
you want to talk to me right now?
he's got a box, one of those file boxes, the cardboard ones.
All right, bring it in the house.
Cardboard file boxes. Oh dear.
He'll walk up to Dylan and Fallon and hand Dylan the pie box. Didn't I tell you there wasn't nothing for you to go find out there? What I mean by that is stay the fuck home, boy.
I hear what you're saying, but I think you're going to be glad that we went out there. Let's go. It's going to take the pie.
You're starting to remind me of your father a little bit. Holden will walk up and unlock the door.
Oh
Oh shit. Dylan will
Look back.
Dylan's gonna take that as Dylan will remember that.
While he unlocks the door, he'll look back. I mean, the way your dad was when we were boys, not how you've ever known him.
Yeah.
Dick wasn't always a bad guy.
No.
I
He just
think
didn't know when to do what the sisters told him at the orphanage, that's all.
I don't know what to make of Dad right now.
We'll talk about that later when it's just two of us.
Yeah.
Yeah, Sheriff Powell is just awkwardly like
Yeah.
You
holding
got
the
some
file
shit
box,
to,
just like
you got some shit to say, sure?
this seems like.
Come on inside, Sheriff. Get you something to drink. You want some coffee, water, something hard?
Beer.
I'm always down for coffee. It's gonna be a long day, so.
Okay.
Irish or otherwise.
Plain coffee. He does not need to be drinking on the job.
Are you on the clock right now?
Yeah, I don't
As
know,
of
because I had to
right
go
now?
deal with my uncle. Yeah, mm-hmm.
As of right now, no, I'm currently located at the office with my deputy, if anybody asks.
So Irish. Holden will step into the living room and go into the kitchen.
Yes, it's glaring at Uncle Douglas right now.
He is pointedly ignoring you and making sure that he has the box firmly grasped, so you can't get into it.
And is Fallon following
Yeah.
us in?
What is
I assume.
Fallon doing?
Oh, boy.
Fallon is pretty much just following, as you know. Yeah,
As you do.
like
Yeah. Douglas is watching you as he got to hear some very interesting things about Fallon earlier.
mhm.
So, are we gonna address the elephant in the room, or am I gonna have to be the one that brings it up?
Which elephant?
I was
Oh,
just
the fact
about to say.
Fallon.
Which room?
Fallon having the autopsy report.
I mean, you can address it.
How did you get it? You legally shouldn't have it.
I'm also curious about this, given that
I
I've spent the last
asked-
3 months hounding them about.
Isn't
Federal bureaus usually get first pick on things like that, Doug. Ain't nothing to question.
You're the Bureau of Land Management. I get that you are a federal agency. I get that.
Hey, how about this? How about, just for the sake of the fact that we have something that we're dealing with here, and say Fallon pulled some strings or what have you, and got some information that we sorely needed. Whether, regardless of the source, maybe we can, run with this and try to solve some larger issues.
At this point, Dylan, actually, that's where I'm at.
Holden will come back in and sit down everybody's coffee cups. And regardless, the murder happened on a Bureau of Land Management regulated site. It only makes sense that the Federal Bureau of Land Management would get first look at any reports that were issued therefore.
Issue here, though, is that they are the only ones that have gotten it. But
Well, now you're getting it, ain't you?
I haven't been told anything. I've been told it's none of my business and that I just need to deal with my own people.
Yeah.
Sometimes you
Like,
gotta
just
grease the
wasn't
right
right.
wheels, Doug. Sometimes you just gotta grease the right wheels.
Dylan's going to pull up
Fallon,
his...
you wanna
Oh, God.
you wanna do the honor and let our good sheriff take a peek at that autopsy report, or has it been made confidential to the Bureau of Land Management thus far?
Fallon will pull the autopsy report out of their bag and hand it to the sheriff.
Dylan's going to send a group text to everyone that I'm pretty sure they have a contact number for Ness and everyone, and go...
Yeah, you all know each other.
Right. Yeah.
You have interpersonal relationships.
Yes, we do.
Who knew?
Send a group text and go... Send a group text and go... Sheriff Douglas, are we just looking to... we looking to go over details and usher him out of this meeting as fast as possible?
Yes.
Question mark. It's what I assumed, but I just double checking with the rest of them.
Ness is
So all of
ignoring
your
the
phones
message. She's ignoring.
suspiciously go off at the same time.
Mine's on
Douglas
vibrate,
is.
so
So you all vibrate at the same
Mine's
time?
on vibrate too.
yeah.
No,
No.
her just like the spooky Halloween day.
Is it the Haunted Mansion
no.
theme? I'm just kidding.
Yes, it's the Haunted Mansion theme.
I can grow up with it.
Douglas is justified looking over this file and just shaking his head.
I missed what the text was because it got loud for a brief second.
Sorry.
In my house.
Basically, are you guys trying to get Sheriff Powell out of here as quickly as possible?
Yeah, which I assumed, but I just wanted to double check with everyone.
Yeah.
Poor Uncle Douglas.
Poor human man. So.
The entity is talking.
Not yet. Don't question him at all. I may have made a mistake running everything past my nephew. He also did tell me I should just kill you all, so I haven't taken his advice.
I have my elder sign for a reason.
So he starts thumbing through the files, looking it over, and just shaking his head, and he closes it, and puts it down. And he turns to Holden. You said when this whole thing happened, maybe it wasn't something we could handle. And if I could do things my way, maybe it'd be done. But I'm tired of people getting hurt on my watch. When something can happen, when something can be done about this whole thing, and it could stop being a fucking mess.
You should probably tell Chuck not to send his guys out there. More people got hurt today because he doesn't know how to listen to rules.
I'll worry about Chuck.
Chuck and I are going to have a conversation.
Well, you best make it quick, because when I'm done with him, he won't be capable.
What was that,
I
Ness?
did not hear that, Holden.
Are you sure you want to do this? Uncle, are you sure you want to do this?
I've put a lot of thought into this nest, alright? I'm tired of people getting hurt. And there's
Yeah,
not a
it's
whole
gonna
lot
put-
I can do.
It's gonna put more people in this town at risk.
I'm gonna protect the ones I can. But I gotta go deal with...
Can I be real honest with you, Doug?
I don't think you've been anything but Holden.
I think you're a pretty alright guy. I think you're a good man with a good head on your shoulders. And I think what's about to go down isn't suited to a good man with a good head on his shoulders. So I think, maybe, for a little while, you should just be a good uncle to your niece here. And don't worry too much about the law. And don't worry too much about looking into this sort of thing. Take care of your own. Be the good man that you are, Doug. And leave the bad things that gotta happen so that good people don't get hurt no more to bad men.
I'd prefer to think of it as leaving it to capable men who aren't contained by certain oaths they've taken. Which is why this hasn't been touched in 3 months. And I'm not sure anyone's going to notice that it's gone. And if anyone needs to pull it, well, I'll know where to find it. And he walks over to you. And that is when his phone goes off. He pulls it out, looks at it. God damn it. Oh.
What?
Speaking of oaths taken, I went down to the...
It's a game.
It's
Yep,
a game!
it's game.
I gotta head down to the office. I'm going on. Deputy doesn't know what to do, so if you need a ride home after this,
I got it.
Alan or
I'll walk.
it's a ways back to town. Are you sure? I don't
Like
think
hell you'll walk.
I think we could probably sort something out for you, Ness.
Yeah, have Dylan take you back. So
Douglas puts a hand on your shoulder and gives you a squeeze.
I still think this is a dumb fucking decision you're making.
But at least it's yours.
Well, it means no one else gets hurt. It's not a bad decision.
Yeah, but secrets are gonna start getting spilled, and this is not what.
Secrets always have a way of coming out eventually, yes. Just how it works. And if I can keep it from the wrong people. It means they keep the rest of them safe.
Yeah, I'm guessing I'll see you at the house tonight, getting drunk with Dad.
I prefer to think of it as a meeting
Getting drunk with Dad.
to talk over council business, yes. You know what? I gotta go. His phone keeps going off. He picks up the phone. Sheriff Powell. Yeah, I'm on my way. And he kind of nods to you. Heads out. And you are left alone at the Talbot residence.
Okay. All right. We're obviously all here, and we're obviously all on the same page, and we have a lot to discuss. Not only just what happened with the report and any questions around with that, but there was... it was definitely worthwhile to go back and investigate, Uncle. Fallon here has some details that definitely might shed some light on why that is. And I also have some concerns about Grayson. They've been dropped off with Doc, and they were not doing well.
Oh, they're doing better. All their wounds just mysteriously gone, healed.
And that's
Oh,
troublesome.
They're not injured anymore.
That's troublesome to me.
Yeah, it is.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it is.
You cut out Em a little bit for me. What'd you say?
No, Nets already knows something's wrong by that statement alone.
Right. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Like, they all closed up, or they were never injured in the first place?
Oh, they were injured in the first place. But
yeah.
Doctors, despite, Grayson being covered in blood, couldn't find a single wound on him. But somebody tried to peel the skin off their back.
When I got there, I managed to get first aid applied to Grayson as best as I could, and seemingly helped. But, exactly as Fallon just mentioned, they were getting their back taken off. And call me crazy, but that seems like a very deliberate move. A very, very specific thing to take. At least at the start. They didn't get to finish whatever they were doing. We interrupted the situation.
Yeah, Dylan, you got a pretty good look at all the wounds.
Mm-hmm.
There was the wound on the back, the claw marks across the chest, and the bite in the shoulder.
Mm-hmm. Definitely subdued, and soon as they were taken down. Call it ritualistic if you want, could very well be. But then we also had some stuff happening later. There was something that Fallon and I encountered out in the woods. We dropped out of character. We dropped that. Fallon dropped that body off with someone else, if I recall correctly.
It's at Fallon's house in the oubliette with the instructions of the order to come and get it. Right. Dylan doesn't know that's what's happening, but the body will not be there if it's suggested we go back.
Cool. That's fine.
Which, Fallon, as we talked about while you were in the car talking with Gregory, you did get the message that they were en route, so you'll get a message soon about everything.
Cool. So the best that Dylan can speak to is literally what happened interpersonally, of which they will describe the fact that, Dylan will continue real quick that, something was definitely affecting some stuff in the woods. I saw it.
And I will investigate a mystery on that to see if there's anything she's ever heard stories of from her mother or anything.
Detail
Absolutely.
about that creature that effectively we lured, or helped Fallon lure the creature out to get caught.
That will be an 11. That will be an 11.
Holy shit. Go
Oh,
you.
good job, Ness.
Yeah, so I have a hold 2. So the first question I am going to, because it was ripping the back off, so I can say what it was going to do. That is more like ripping off the back piece, if that rings any bells. And then the other thing is like, what kind of creature, if you're willing to answer that. If not, I can change the question. Those are
given. Okay. So, your question was,
what is it going to do, and what creature?
what was it going to do? Oh, it was definitely going to skin Grayson.
Yeah.
And you heard a couple stories about how sometimes people will take trophies or components for rituals in a fashion that would match up with this. Nothing you've ever really heard of. Yes, Dylan.
Super quick for anyone who is watching, this is an 18+ stream.
Oh yeah! Oh shit, I didn't even introduce myself. Hi, I'm Naz, by the way. I'm the keeper of this game. Hello.
It's been that sort of a morning for us. Please forgive us.
Hi. We're professionals.
Totally.
Not sure at what, but...
But if you're not 18, then you're 12.
If you're not 18, then you're 12. So, yeah, you've heard people taking trophies. Certain things. And the monster... Well, you got a quick glance at Theo's autopsy report.
Mm-hmm.
Theo had a similar mark on his back, or their back.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is Theo around Ness right now?
Not yet.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Here's the Talbot estate.
Yeah. So she can easily gather at this point Jesse did not kill Theo.
It's probable that this was an issue that was caused by someone else.
Got it.
So you're saying they were ripping off the back of someone?
They're skinning people.
Yes. They were definitely...
Cutting, yeah.
Yeah, they were definitely making
but-
attempts to do that.
Okay.
But they both stopped.
So, two ways. Could be collecting trophies, or way back many, many years ago, people used to use body parts for ritualistic means. They still do it. It's very common with Tibetan monks. Yes, that is a literal thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I read Theo's autopsy report.
Mm-hmm.
Currently in front of you in that box.
Similar way.
Do that again, but
Got it.
So, she'll look at
Wait,
Holden.
we'll do it again.
It is
You're
highly
correct.
probable that your husband didn't kill him.
That's not how Jesse viewed it.
It could have been something else.
He
No, did Jesse have complete clarity in his action?
I think we've spent enough time questioning my dead husband, if you don't mind, Fallon.
I think you're blaming your dead husband for something they didn't do. But, you know, that's fine. They're your husband, and you can think they're a murderer if you want.
Jesse owned it every day of his life. And even if he didn't do it, he went to the grave believing that he did. And I have to honor that, regardless.
And he can't rest in fucking peace because of it.
Holden's gonna get up and walk back into the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan's gonna follow
So
him.
I am
real
the
quick.
door behind her.
You still
Oh.
have the
Yeah.
medallion in your pocket, right?
Yeah, run from your fucking problems, Holden.
Actually, okay, Dylan won't follow him real quick.
Oh,
But ooh, Dylan is gonna say out loud though. Probably not the best move, but that's okay. This is what Dylan does. He's still learning. He's got a lot to learn.
Bless him.
He's been a sheltered little spooky living in Washington.
Fucking
He's-
Spokane.
Yep. He's gonna think about what just transpired, and he's all like, I can help Uncle. I can help Uncle get his closure. I know I can.
Like that one time in the movie store?
He's gonna look real quick and just kind of cast a quick, like, abashed downward glance real quick, and just kind of like,
Yeah, I did catch that.
hey, I didn't mean nothing by that. That was,
No.
that was,
No.
I can't not see. I just want you to be aware that I can't not see some things. They just come at me.
Okay, so you can see futures, you can see ghosts, you can see things that are not there. What exactly?
It's gonna look around and just be like, mainly just, yeah. It started about little after I was turned 13, actually.
So puberty.
Yep, just kind of started seeing everything, as far as like things churning on itself in the afterlife. Ghosts, spirits, apparitions, whatever you want to dub them. I can see them. I can talk to them. Sometimes they're partial to making an agreement. It all depends.
Okay.
But yeah.
Okay. Alright, so you're gonna be useful.
Also, not only just spirits, just FYI, their sight, I forget this sometimes, their sight move, also magical influence.
Love that.
So,
The Talbot residence is definitely magical.
yeah. So,
It's the interacting with the spirits where you have to roll your weird, but you can see things like
Oh god,
Looking
Ness
at
is
Fallon.
freaking-
yeah.
looking at Fallon, you can see those whispers, those
Yeah.
little faint trails around them.
Yeah.
Looking at Ness, she looks like she's got these nice little heat waves that come off of her.
Heat waves, you say? Yeah. As far as the whole looking into the future thing, well, funny you should mention that. That's been really spotty, but it's kind of hinted itself being there. Just kind of like, I guess you could call it. It's not like super clear, like look into the future like crystal clear or anything. It's some hazy premonition or just a hunch about something that might be bad or good, depending. But regardless, I want to make sure that I can help Uncle Holden as much as possible. I want to see if we can bring them some peace. We can bring Jesse some peace. That would be so.
Ellen, I have a question. Where are the knives? I mean, you always have your knife on you.
I have the other knife on me as well. It's tucked in Fallon's bag right now because I was gonna roll that old black magic on it at some point.
You got your 12.
Yes, I did. You're right. We did that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Housekeeping. It's great.
Spicy waves. I got my spicy waves. Ness has spicy waves.
The hungrier Ness gets, the more
Ooh,
those
the
waves
spicier
go
they
up.
get.
Did
Spicier the waves.
did you? I don't remember what you said about the knife because I got two questions on the knife actually.
You were gonna pick your questions.
Okay.
No, I got because it was 12 or more. I got to ask. The first question is what is being concealed here, and the second is it a Crimson Order knife?
Right. What's being concealed there? That knife has some really dark magic on it. Looking at those symbols, this is meant for a ritual. You're not exactly sure what the ritual is. And it was, at some point, a knife from your order that someone has altered. You can see where those vines used to be in the hills, where someone had melted the knife, added things, changed it to accommodate for this new purpose.
Got it.
And that magic is still very strong on it.
Yeah.
And you're pretty sure that it cost whoever made this a lot.
All right.
But it's currently tucked away in the bag. I just need to know when
It
you pull
is.
it out.
Depends, I guess, on course of conversation. I'll pull it out if I need to. Dylan knows that Fallon has it. Dylan was there.
Mm-hmm. The other thing,
So,
too, was Dylan's also going to mention that thing that also impacted him quite a bit was going to mention to Ness and get Holden caught up as soon as he's calmed down in the kitchen. But
hold it in a second, see what's going on in the kitchen.
yeah, lots of noise, I'm sure. But yeah, the main thing about the forest that seemed to be having a lot of, there was something about that forest and Dylan's going to describe the woods and the air around as having this gleam, having this weird outline, having this whole sense that's just like this entire area. Best I can describe it is it looks like there's some sort of dark energy just kind of permeating this area. And it was, best I can describe, is kind of slowly spreading. Like maybe some type of strange supernatural infection. It's the best way I can describe it. It's definitely affecting wildlife in the area. And I'm just quite certain it can be affecting people. Don't know if Fallon has anything they want to add to that. Because they also mentioned that to Fallon, that description.
Yeah, it's weird. It's kind of decay that's happening.
Mm-hmm.
Dylan, you actually have pictures of it on your phone.
I do. Yes.
You took a bunch of pictures to help out with the...
Thank you for the reminder, yeah. I will definitely bring those up. In fact, I'll send them off to Ness and Uncle Holden's phone in our group chat with the comment.
Halloween.
pictures.
The haunted mansion thing goes off again.
So,
Pictures of the site, near the site.
so what
Yeah.
you see is you can see that distinction between where the forest is green and lush and alive, and there is a distinct divide as you pass a certain point where it has begun to rot and decay. Even looking at the pictures gives you that like ugh feeling.
Okay.
You also see the other pictures that you took, Dylan, where
Right.
you can see the trail of blood that you followed. Did you take a picture of the creature?
I did too.
Okay.
I'm not sharing that right yet, but soon.
You see
We might need to
the
ease Holden.
aftermath
Yeah.
of the creature.
Yeah.
You don't want to just send a random picture of a dead creature with a knife stuck in the side to the kitchen? Why not?
No.
Seems like such a great idea.
Family bonding.
Not gonna do that right now. We gotta ease Holden into this.
He's holding into. Anyway,
Holden doesn't get
So,
eased into anything. He does the easing.
so you see muddy footprints. You see this site where it looks like a scuffle occurred, where there's blood and almost a sap-like substance flung around this little clearing. And it's just a bunch of pictures of the whole scene as they walked along the trails.
Okay, odd question for you, lovely keeper. Would I have gone to high school with some fae?
Absolutely.
Cool. She is going to text one of them and be like, I have some questions to ask later. Need help.
Right.
Yeah. Ness actually
Gracie.
talking to Gracie. Great. Ness never really talks to anybody. Asking
Ness
for
who-
help. This is weird.
All right. So you text Gracie
Yep.
that you have questions, and you get a message back that says, "Are you okay? Is everything all right?
Y'all hear like a sparkle tone.
I haven't heard from you in months." I definitely returned those movies. I can pay off my late fee if I have one. I just didn't know.
Text back immediately. You do not have any late fees. No, it is a nature-based question.
By the shop?
Tomorrow. I'll be at the shop tomorrow. Harold is not doing okay right now.
Oh. I'll drop him off a fern. That'll help. As long as he doesn't try and experiment on it.
She texts back immediately. Not a good time to show up today in all caps.
Get later?
Later.
She sends back a thumbs up.
She was like, I know somebody who might know about the dying plants. I plan on meeting them tomorrow. Somebody I went to high school with. She was very much a big nature nerd.
Oh, that sounds helpful.
Well, just to let you know, that sinkhole that Greg fell into, couple months ago, that one. It wasn't a sinkhole. It was that thing. He fell into that thing. One of them. One. There was more than one.
Fallon?
Don't bring it up to him. He's
Fallon,
very sensitive.
He's very sensitive, yeah. Fallon, would you say the construction of that thing, was it just like a decayed opening, or do you think it's more like a mouth, or more like an active,
I mean, it has a mouth.
Yeah, I was wondering if you
It
had
has a mouth that it used to swallow Gregory. Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
For Fallon's information, the creature that you and Gregory took out
Yeah.
was much further decayed than the creature that
Yeah.
you dropped the order. And it didn't look exactly the same.
Yeah.
It was a lot bigger.
Just walking with me here for
I'm
a
half
second.
wondering-
I'm just. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm half wondering if it's some kind of nature spirit and something in the general vicinity is harming it, because the other one was bigger and more decayed. So I don't think these things are bringing the decay. I think they have it and spreading it. If that makes sense. They're
Yeah.
not the cause of it. They're affected by it.
Yeah.
That's my suspicion, though. I don't know that for.
And here's the thing, too, building on what you were just going to mention, like if it's a nature spirit that is in some form been corrupted, like did that corruption start somewhere, get introduced through something? And if so, it's like, to what end do you think that would be? Like if they're looking to corrupt this area and do that, but like, is it just for the sake of its own propagation or power? That just seems... that's the only thing I can think of.
I mean, it has to be, if they are not the cause of it, something else is making them. So it's possible it's something else that is trying to propagate or maybe even draining power or making the land sick with something else it's doing.
Hey, Fallon, how do you know so much about this?
Know so much about what?
Mentioning about nature spirits propagating, things falling into holes, that is actually a mouth, about other creatures. How do you work for Land Bureau Management, right? Bureau of Land Management?
Mm-hmm.
Sure, they study the land.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure a cult and things doesn't fall into the field.
Well, we all have our hobbies, don't we, Stitches?
Dylan takes a step back.
Pause that.
Very intense stare down.
Very tense stare down to Holden in the kitchen.
Oh, hey, Theo. I'm gonna see Theo. Distract.
It just got
Hi.
hot in the living room.
The temperature is rising, literally.
Yeah. So, Holden
Mhm,
slamming the door into the kitchen.
mhm.
The first thing within arm's reach is getting grabbed and hurled across the room.
There's still the coffee pot.
Yeah, just there's not anymore.
Not anymore. There was a coffee pot.
Just going through everything everyone said that he was in the room for.
Mm-hmm.
Grayson, that's something that we can do. Grayson is at the doctor. Grayson's wounds healed. Grayson is a monster. That is something I can do something about.
Amulet's still in your pocket?
Yeah,
It starts to
Jesse's
get
necklace.
warm. Mm-hmm.
He'll think it's because he's standing up against the dishwasher that's running, and he'll just
Yep.
move off of it.
Still warm.
grab it out of his pocket.
You didn't clean it off. You still see the splotches of blood that are filling in the engraving, "You are my sunshine." And as you touch it, there's almost a pulse that runs up your arm.
Just grab it tighter and tighter and tighter until it starts to cut the flesh of his palm.
Mm-hmm.
And let that pulse fill up his ears and his brain.
Where the amulet's touching feels warm. You start to feel your back chill, almost.
And just crack his neck. This is something I can do something about.
Colder.
No. Stuff the necklace back in his pocket. Grab one of the liquor bottles off the counter. Take the top off. Good 8-second swig.
Still
Go out the
feel
back door of the kitchen.
slowly chilled. Okay.
Go and start grabbing his gear.
All right. And back in the living room, as Holden's starting to pack up, Dylan, you're close enough to the kitchen where you hear a door.
Okay.
The noise has stopped. Fallon, as you and Ness are having your chilled stare down, your phone goes off. The order is the first thing you hit, saying,
Your order is ready.
order is ready. Your delivery has been dropped off as well. They couldn't find the library, so your books are currently in the living room.
Okay.
And the next one is from Greg.
Right, I swear to God.
I went outside to call.
Okay.
I'm gonna find him.
What do you mean you're gonna find him?
Doctor said he went to go grab his file and he's gone.
Grayson. Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
Grayson missing.
I got this, boss.
Back.
I would hope so.
But the order told me what I'm. Actually, he wouldn't say the order. I have my job. I'll take care of it.
All right. Call if you need anything.
Will do. So, I was gonna ask what Dylan's doing, but we're gonna give it a second.
But there's an excited puppo.
There's a very excited puppo. It's important. Yeah.
You okay, Fallon? You look like you seen a ghost.
Oh, that's
Grayson's
terrible.
gone.
Oh, fuck. Great.
Doctor went to go get his chart, and he slipped out of his room and is no longer at the doctor's office.
What did I miss? Sorry. Is that all that I missed? Just Grayson making a run for
Grayson's, yeah.
it? Okay.
Fallon got some text from the order.
Okay.
You now have your occult library. You just have to put it in your oubliette.
Okay.
Dylan, you had backed up and heard the door.
The door.
On the other side of the kitchen close.
Okay. Got it. Gonna check on Holden here
What-
in just a
what is-
minute,
what
but
Okay.
just
and
hearing
Greg-
now. Yeah.
Greg is tracking down Grayson currently.
Oh shit. Okay, that's a problem because as you judging by probably the look that was earlier on Ness's face when it was disclosed about how easily Grayson had recovered from his injuries, I think we're all on the same page that there's something afoot with Grayson and he needs to be found as soon as possible. So, because I have a feeling that I just know something bad is going to happen if we don't catch him and contain him. Ah, shit.
And Ness would know that, with certain bloodlines, it's transferable. Especially if you have a predilection for it.
Ness is gonna ask, was he bit?
There was bite and claw mark.
Shit. No, we need to get
Right.
him because if he bites anybody, it'll spread. We need to get him now.
Okay. Yeah, for sure. But yeah, when I went first to stabilize him, I noticed all those injuries, and obviously the recovery process was highly sus. So, fuck. Okay.
I would know where all the werewolf hunting grounds are in town.
Let me investigate a mystery.
Bet. That would be a 7.
If I remember correctly, 7 you get 1.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to, while Ness is investigating a mystery, upon learning of this, Dylan is going to see if they can tune in to Grayson.
Wonderful.
Oh, fuck yes. Boxcars on the dice. So that's
Perfect.
12. That's plus my weird. That's a total of 14. Haha.
Yeah, the best question I can ask is, where did it go? That is the closest thing.
Where
that
did
I
it
can
go?
think of. Yep.
Well, usually packs gotta stick together, right? So Grayson probably went home.
Dear.
Am I doing no, Grayson?
Yeah, you have actually his address.
Because they rented
Worked
rented from the video station
rented from the video station.
and doesn't have. I mean, I think
and
only Grace
Grayson
has late fees, so we'll be sending a certain person
Great.
after them.
I'll wait for Dylan to get his thing done before I bring it up.
Okay.
Let's
Just in
look
case-
at tune in.
Tune in, tune mine to a monster or minion. So I'm obviously doing it on the monster.
So you get hold 3.
Yep, on a 10 plus I get hold 3. On a miss, the monster becomes aware. I can spend 1 hold to ask the keeper one of the following questions and gain a +1 while acting on the answers. I'm going to spend that hold to ask, what is it planning to do right now?
So Dylan,
So 2 hold and +1
feel
on
that
that action.
dark fill your chest. Thankfully, Ness and Fallon are having their little stare down while talking about what's going on with Grayson.
Because I mentioned this before. If I use
so-
the tune in, they go milky like cataract.
Oh, milky white, yeah.
Milky white
Go
cataract,
milky
yeah.
white.
Yep.
Yeah. As you almost see through Grayson's eyes.
Yeah.
So, what are your other 2 questions? So we'll play this scene out.
Well, I do have a question for the keeper, because the power specifically says spend 1 hold to ask the keeper one of the following questions. Does it only permit me to spend 1 hold, or may I spend the other holds?
You can spend the other hold if you want, and
Okay.
You gain a +1 when you act on those answers.
Got it. Okay. I just wanted to make sure, because if it to me it explicitly stated spend 1 hold, and I thought that that's all I could do. So,
Playing this wrong, but it's a good story, so go for it.
okay. All right. So what is it plan? So it's what it's planning to do right now. Just for clarification, you said they're. What did I see through its eyes again? Sorry. They're headed to.
Right now, they're headed down back roads, like
Back roads. Okay. So they're
You've
traveling
been-
somewhere.
they're walking. They're running. Actually, you can feel that panic
Oh dear.
in your chest.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Yep. So this
Your
will.
vision is so clear.
Yeah. So in this instance, the only other two holds I'll spend is. Well, actually, I'll just spend 1 more hold on the question.
You're right.
Where is the creature right now?
Oh, that's easy. You've been around Delver's Gulch for some time now.
Okay.
You notice this is the back road to the lodge, where all the forestry people are camped out for the season.
Shit. Okay. In that case, okay. Dylan's gonna see this, and Dylan is so caught up in the clarity of this tune-in that as they're just like their eyes are milked over like cataracts, almost resembling like the faint static of TV screens, just kind of like they're gonna blurt out.
Dial-up tone?
They're gonna blurt out. Just blurt out with Fallon and Ness in the room. Grayson is on his way to the lodge. He's after the other campers, or it's not the other campers. After the other workers.
Which lodge?
Oh,
Which lodge?
Can I determine that? I just know that they're on the way to a lodge. I don't know if I can determine that.
Oh yeah, you guys.
Specific one is there like okay, so there's a specific lodge.
Hillcrest.
Hillcrest Lodge. So they're gonna blurt.
No,
You just saved my job.
Okay.
No, I was gonna look up in the movie store where.
Oh, okay.
yeah. You can see you're still
Oh,
kind of caught up in that moment where, like,
shit.
you can see yourself looking at your hands as you're running, like where the
Yeah,
blood was.
so you see Dylan's kind of like complete cataract over eyes, and they're like moving their hands in front of them and kind of mimicking some of the
see it.
certain motions
Yeah.
of what it looks like it looks like they're so just like they're like rocking a little bit, like moving, just kind of like they look like wherever they're at they are at. So
Yeah.
Fallon
Very
and
human.
Fallon
human
and Ness are
hands
getting an
that
eyeful.
Is that right? Oh, they're getting an eyeful. What's going on?
Alan already saw Dylan
Yep.
do this,
Yep.
so
They did. This is Ness's first time.
This is the first time. Oh yeah. All sorts of spicy. All right.
Oh no!
Okay. Okay.
I've never been with a spooky
Alright.
before. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh my god.
I'm so teasing. I'm so teasing.
You're not wrong.
Well, yeah. Oh no.
Okay.
All right. So, anywho,
Okay. I'm missing that vision shit going on over here.
Yeah, Dylan can't come to the phone right now.
leave a message.
Also, do we notice the kitchen's quiet at this point?
Oh yeah.
Yes,
it's been
someone
quiet
needs
for a
to check
while.
on Uncle Holden.
Where the fuck is he? Is he getting drunk again?
Probably. He's mixing the trying to pick up what's left out of the coffee and mix it with everything. So I wouldn't be surprised. Just drink it out of the broken craft. Okay.
These things happen.
All right. As soon as I have, as soon as I have all of that answered,
You didn't
then I'm gonna
fail,
snap
so
out of it. So yeah.
You have another hold.
Yeah.
Welcome back. To
Fallon is going to text Greg with that information.
Good call. Last thing I can ask on the hold is who is it? Who is it going? Who does it regard as the biggest threat?
Himself.
Oh, baby.
That's what I thought. But thank you.
He is. You can feel the panic of what the fuck happened.
Yeah.
Why do I feel this way?
Right.
You feel ill, but you feel the best you've ever felt in your life at the same time.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
You don't know why.
And after that whole
It's not you as you come back to yourself.
the milkiness
that
just
milky
drains out of his eyes, and he's just like he stops moving. Dylan just like stands there and just like
Dylan's standing there panting. Like he's
Hello, Starshine.
says hello. Did you get all that? Did you get all that? Oh, gosh. Okay, we gotta move. Where's Holden? And Dylan's.
Yeah, where is he?
Dylan's gonna mention about heard a door. Go rush into the kitchen. Is Holden there? And Holden is not there. Shit.
No, but as you rush
Ness
into
is
the
going out
kitchen,
front.
you watch as the liquor bottle slams against the wall.
Oh dear.
And unfortunately, Dylan, you're the only one who sees him.
Oh.
And as you make eye contact with your uncle, who you haven't seen in several months, his ghostly form. He and fades.
I don't know where. Shit.
Ness went out front.
Car still there, so Holden hasn't taken off yet, and the motorcycle is in the garage. The garage door isn't open.
Okay. Dylan's gonna go through the next logical door that's inside the kitchen, but that's what potentially what he heard, which is the exit. I'm assuming the opposite exit for the kitchen. Go through there, see if they can track Holden down, and they're gonna be calling out for him too.
That's the next room.
Yeah.
Holden is in there, grabbing a bag.
Not only is Holden grabbing the bag, Holden's getting dressed. Holden means business.
Okay. We need to go help some people right now. Grayson. I tuned in to Grayson, and he's on his way to the Hillcrest Lodge right now, and we have to go.
Holden reaches up and tightens the strap on the gas mask. And puts the motorcycle top helmet on over top of it and turns. You and the rest of the kids are gonna stay the fuck home. Or at least stay in the car.
Let's just move. Maybe I'll stay in the car. But we gotta go help some people right fucking now.
God damn it, Dick! Dylan.
Are we hearing the yelling now?
Probably.
You're hearing the yelling now.
Oh, God. Well, let's go see what that's about.
And Dylan, as this
Probably.
conversation is happening, you once
Jesse's
again
there.
see that ghostly form.
Shit.
Yeah.
Stay in the car.
Okay, I will stay in the car. We just need to go. Seconds count.
Holden will grab Jesse's gun from underneath the bed and thrust it into Dylan's chest. If I get bit, you put that between my eyes and you pull the fucking trigger. Are we understood?
Understood. Let's go. And they're gonna look at Jesse's apparition.
As you are looking at the space directly next to Holden, your vision starts to kind of unfocus if anybody's looking at you. But Jesse's walking towards you. He puts his hand on your cheek and just shakes his head.
You good to drive, or you gonna drive like a maniac, boy?
I'm good to drive. Let's do this. They're going to... Yeah, go ahead.
Jesse's face fall. That sadness.
Mm-hmm.
He drops his hand.
Dylan is gonna whisper, I'm gonna fix this, to Jesse, and then rush out to get the car ready to go, and we can head to the lodge.
Alan, what are you doing?
Fallon probably would have either, upon hearing all of the yelling, if we could determine what was being said, Fallon would have started getting their own car ready to go because this is their job. So
you can hear Dylan and Holden yell talking at each other.
It seems to get resolved. It seems to get resolved fairly quickly. Hello.
Yeah.
Little bro.
Basically, Fallon's either going to wait to see what Dylan says about the convert, like if everyone's rushing around and it's clear that they're like everyone's leaving, then yeah, Fallon will get ready and take their own vehicle, which is already packed with their shit because they were just in the woods.
You pretty much have all your stuff on you.
Yep. Pretty much.
And Ness, what are you doing? You've gone around front.
She's outside. She's trying to block the driveway from people being dumbasses, like standing in the middle of the driveway.
All right. So
You'll see Dylan.
Fallon
You'll see
out the door too.
Yeah, you'll see Dylan running outside with a shotgun now, in addition to
Why the
9
fuck
mil.
do you have a gun?
I know how to use this.
No, why
You
the
also
fuck do you have a gun?
Jesse's gun.
It's Jesse's.
Why the fuck do you have a gun?
Precaution. Just precaution.
We are not
killing
killing them.
I don't want to, but this is for Uncle Holden, just in case, and I don't want to even get to that. We are going to make sure that does not happen. This is just
What
a precaution.
about Holden? Holden wants to kill him?
No. This is for Holden, but it's not gonna even come to that. Everything's gonna be fine. This is gonna go great. Come on, let's go.
Bullshit.
Seconds count. Come on, Ness. Please.
I'm driving.
Okay.
Because I can get away with fucking speeding in town.
All right.
This is an abuse of familial ties.
Dylan will. Is Fallon getting into their own vehicle? I assume.
Yep.
Okay.
Fallon. I thought Ness. Sorry, my bad. I was like, I don't have a
no.
car.
Oh, are we all piling?
Fallon's getting into their own vehicle.
Oh shit! Well, then we're all just gonna go pile into Fallon's vehicle, I guess.
Everyone can pile into Fallon's vehicle.
Okay.
Fallon isn't going to squawk on anybody.
Okay, and then Holden, I'm assuming,
Fallon
is on
already
their
told
motorcycle.
Greg.
Okay,
Greg is going to meet us there because Fallon already texted Greg being
I'm
like,
assuming
"He's going to the lodge."
Ness is riding shotgun, so Dylan
No,
will
Ness,
jump in the.
no, Ness is holding her hands out for the keys.
Oh, you okay with that, Fallon?
Fallon has the keys.
Fallon will hand the key to Ness and be like, "All right, don't crash."
Okay,
yeah,
let's
I
do
need you
this.
to buckle in.
All right, so we got.
Let's
Dylan,
go, Derek.
Ness. Too soon. Too soon. Oh.
That
Anyway,
hurts.
Fallon and Dylan are riding shotgun. Ness is driving, and
Ness is driving.
Holden is on his motorcycle.
While
Yes, he is.
All right.
While we're
y'all
in
hold
the
on to
car.
old shit car.
oh gosh,
Okay.
while we're in the car, Fallon will basically just because Ness asked, and then things escalated.
Yeah, let's cover their questions.
Yeah, Fallon will basically just be like, "Yeah, so, on paper, I work for the Bureau of Land Management. If anyone asks, I work for the Bureau of Land Management. I'm actually here to make sure that the loggers who come in don't end up as mysteriously dead as most of them have.
Uh-huh. Okay. All right, buckle in, get ready.
Which Ness,
I mean,
as
Dylan's just gonna
Fallon
mention
says
as sitting with the shotgun in the back seat, all buckled up. I mean, let's
holy shit,
let's be
Mark.
fair, Ness. You don't just work at a video store, right?
Actually, that's been my only job since high school.
Really? Wow, I would have. Huh?
Yeah.
Alright.
This is my I grew up here. This is my hometown.
That's right.
which Ness, as Fallon is saying this, you remember your uncle talking about how, you know, in the past like year and some months, there's been a lot less problems. There's been a lot less disappearances. Things have slowly been looking up, except for Theo and Jesse.
Yeah. She'll just
Only
look
been
over.
a couple here and there.
She just looks at. We really hadn't had any problems, like the usual, for the past like year and a half, minus what's happened recently.
And that's about how long I've been in town. Funny that.
Yep, we're gonna shotgun it. We're screeching out of the damn parking lot and going.
Right.
What was I gonna say?
Based on
Oh,
how things work,
I was just gonna
you guys are
mention.
in the lead with Holden on the bike.
I grabbed the peanut butter pie heading out because I
Of
needed
course you
something to
did.
eat.
Being spooky is exhausting.
Yes, it is.
Takes a lot of calories.
And if
Also-
Fallon wants a piece, I'll give them a piece.
Holden isn't
Oh,
just
yeah.
gonna drive behind the car. Like,
So once you get to the road, are you taking off?
gunning it.
Okay.
What kind of bike does Holden have again?
A 1928 Indian.
Okay, that's what I thought. Okay, I thought my initial thought
Fallon?
was old Harley Davidson, but then I was like, no, you don't have a HD. You have the Indian. Okay.
Fallon is going to shoot a text to Greg, excuse me, when Holden zips past and basically says, "You need to get there first, and you need to keep an eye on him." Holden. So basically, Greg is going to make sure that Holden doesn't kill Grayson.
Yeah.
That's what Greg's orders are from Fallon.
Yep.
Just in case, because we all know that the wronged is a loose cannon.
Yep.
Just
Knowing
because
smile.
there's a precaution.
Knowing smile.
Only get involved only get involved if it looks like someone is going to end up on the receiving end of a blade or a bullet to the head.
He's supposed to, though. Not Holden. Grayson. That's what they told me I have to do.
Ness driving. All right, so we're gonna try to stop what's going on. If I need to, I can stop Holden.
Was that Greg? Was that what Greg said?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, Greg's orders.
Mm-hmm.
Eliminate the threat.
Yep. Thought so.
Figure out if he's a threat first. If he's not a threat, you have no threat to eliminate. We need to ask him questions. He has the answer.
Okay,
Okay.
2 minutes out.
Okay.
Ness is calling. Calling and driving, by the way. Calling the Hillcrest.
Okay. So,
Put it on the Bluetooth. No, I'm just kidding.
that's on the bike. Wrong game.
Well, true, but could do a
Alright.
Bluetooth call in the car. I don't know how new this car is. Could take hands-free calls.
It's not that new. It's not old as shit, but it's not that new.
Okay, I was just curious. I didn't know.
But somebody else can hold Ness's phone for her if we need to.
Oh, you are you putting on speakerphone? Or
Sure, why the fuck?
If you want, you
I
don't
just-
have to.
I'm just curious.
Yeah,
I'm just curious how this.
Okay.
Okay, so hi, this is Heather with Hillcrest. How can I help you?
Heather is the boss and it's Ness.
Bill's on his lunch break. Can I take a message? Or
Who's the second?
I'm in charge of things right now.
You need to do a fire evacuation in there immediately.
Okay.
She'll say, loose cannon incoming.
All right. Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay. All right.
I'll buy you coffee.
Anything else?
I'll get you coffee.
Coffee?
For the inconvenience.
And dessert.
Yes, I will get you coffee and dessert for the inconvenience.
Excellent.
Yeah, get
All right.
everybody away from the lodge as far as possible.
Okay. Your uncle's not gonna be happy.
He can just... It seems like he can just... Bitch! Alright.
Okay.
They're gonna do a fire alarm, so there won't be any people there.
So,
Is there anything floating around in the car that my sight picks up?
yes, you still see those forms around Fallon.
Got it.
The closer you get to the lodge, though,
Oh dear.
there seems to be a form sitting beside you in the back seat.
Oh shit.
And the further you drive, the more corporeal they seem.
Does this look like who I think it is?
It takes a bit, but you start to see the... Fallon, could you describe Becca?
Becca is about 5'5", short, dark hair. I don't know how much detail your sight gets, or if you'd know that the hair is a dark color. She would have had the same tattoos, except without the skull. At one thistle plant. Light colored eyes. Usually one of those people that has a stern face, but you know that when they smile, that, you know, it's
very
one
warm.
of those smiles that lights up a room. It's warm.
Yeah.
And, she would have had the same tattoos, except without the skull. Light colored eyes. Usually one of those people that has a stern face, but you know that when they smile, that you know, it's one of those smiles that lights up a room. It's warm. And, she would have had probably maybe 19, 20 years old. And muscular. Probably a similar physique to Fallon.
Gotcha. Lots of
A
training.
lot of things. Yep. It would be at least somewhat apparent that if ghosts are wearing what they did when they died, they're in a similar outfit to the like ceremonial garb that Fallon usually wears. It's that kind of all tartan colors and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So very much like Fallon, only a different person.
You can
Gotcha.
see
A knife, yep,
thread.
a knife wound to the heart.
Mm.
Yep. And she is just looking at you. She seems to be waiting.
Get me.
We made a deal.
Yes, we did. I asked for something of you.
How
And
to stop it.
What are you wanting of me? A deal is a deal, and a fair is fair.
I need them to let me go.
All right. Need to let go. That. Okay. Consider it done.
Wanted to know how to stop it. Somebody made a deal. Break the deal.
Do you know if it's someone in my family that made the deal?
Don't know your family.
Okay.
This should do the trick. She points to where the knife wound in her chest is.
Can't hold up the deal if they're not there to deal with it. Okay.
Keeping them alive. In a way.
Got it. We'll do it.
Just don't lose it like they did. And she kind of points to Fallon's bag.
Okay. Okay. Okay, Becca.
Watches, she kind of looks at Fallon for a moment and smiles. And she fades. And as she fades, you watch. Where do you have your knife, Fallon? Is it?
It's in the small of Fallon's back. So it's in a sheath that's at the back of, like, right above the ass crack. Basically.
So you watch as Becca fades into Fallon's ass crack.
Sorry. It's so that no one notices it.
Oh, I hear you. I totally hear you.
I mean,
It sounds so very similar.
yeah,
Okay. Oh boy. Dylan is rolling this around in his head, tapping the barrel thoughtfully of the Jesse's shotgun as we're rolling
Jesse's
towards the
shotgun.
lodge.
Loaded with silver bullets.
Oh boy. I wish that I had
So,
Jesse's shotgun.
You do.
I'll never find a wolf like that.
I mean, you might.
I know. The song is contradicting itself as soon as I sing it.
This whole thing is contradictory. It's fine.
All right.
So,
Okay,
Fallon,
okay.
you get a message that says that the lodge has been evacuated. And he doesn't see Grayson.
Oh, shoot.
Grayson's not in the parking lot where everybody else has been sequestered.
All right. So the message back will be, sorry I didn't alert you to the fire drill that just got called in. Keep an eye on the crowd and keep an eye on the road if you can do both. If you can't, keep an eye on the road to see if either Holden or Grayson shows up.
Okay. It's about at that time. Holden, you see that the parking lot of the Hillcrest Lodge has been flooded with people. They're all standing out there. Most of them are standing around grumbling about, like, I don't see any smoke. If this is a drill, I'm going to be pissed. It's our day off.
Holden's gonna get off the bike, take his helmet and the mask off,
Mm-hmm.
tuck it in his bag,
Yeah, you...
walk up. How many of these guys are from the Talbot Company?
About half of them. And they notice you and they kind of wave. They're kind of giving you looks about the mask.
Hey, boy, sorry I
Yeah,
headed
you
over.
feeling all right there, Holden?
I just got a bit of a cough. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't taking too much cold air in on the way here.
I mean, fair enough. You haven't gone to work in like a week. We've figured something up.
Yes, a bit of a cough. I coughed up a
Henry
little
said we were
blood the
supposed to
other
see
day.
you tomorrow.
I got an appointment with the doctor this week.
Yeah, did you get in an accident or?
A little bit, yeah. Got a little light on my feet at home and took a little spill. But y'all know Grayson, right?
Hess? Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know what room he's staying in?
I think him and his cousin Will are staying at the back cabins.
Right. All right. I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go make sure they got out all right. And
Yeah, like Grayson tore in here like devil's on his heels. So
did he headed back to his place out there then? Yeah.
one more time, because someone's internet cut out.
Did he headed back to his place back there then? Yeah.
Yeah, he beelined it.
Is Will back there
He
with
got
him?
hurt on the job. Yeah. Yeah, Will was in his room. I don't see him. They're probably still back there.
All right, I tell you what, I'm gonna go make sure they both got out of the hotel all right, and then I'm gonna clear this situation up with hotel
And
management.
that is when Gregory walks up to you, Holden.
Fuck are you, lick spittle?
I needed to actually get a hold of you about the permit situation that happened with the work site out there. I
Right,
needed
with
you
Chuck.
to sign off on some things. Yeah, Chuck is causing a huge issue. He
How about you give
full-on
me about
stationed out, and like Gregory is just going off like he full on was like just
I'm gonna take care of
hanging out
Chuck.
at the Bureau of Land Management. Like
Yeah, Chuck is gonna
it's a
tender
problem.
his resignation in the next 24 hours, but I'm gonna go make sure the rest of my crew's all
I
right.
really need you to actually do this right now. If you could,
Greg,
like, I got all this
I will
stuff in the
smack the
truck.
piss out of you.
I would like to see you try. You
Is that
watch
right?
as Greg just kind of stands up to his full height, and
Is that right? I tell you what, you plant your
have
ass
a-
here, and when I have time for your bitch ass, I'll get back to you.
And that's when you guys pull up, because I believe Ness said, I'm not paying attention to the speed limit because I can just have Uncle Douglas write off my ticket.
Yep.
So that's the situation y'all pull up to, is you see Greg trying to get in Holden's face.
Fallon's jumping out of the car, like before it's come to a full stop, buckle off, getting out.
We've had
and
a good
walking
Gonna
Greg.
Dukes of Hazard this.
You see that desperate look in Greg's eyes almost.
Fallon, you want to take a walk with me?
Sure.
Hi, Fallon.
Hi, Greg. Good job.
You got a little piss dripping down your leg there, Greg. And he'll turn and start walking towards the back cabins.
Dylan stays in the car for a few seconds as Ness
Fallon will
and Fallon go.
Okay.
And then Dylan's going to peel off directly in a completely different direction and circle around to the cabins. Yep.
Dylan,
Going Dylan.
You're not there.
you were trying to say something before you peeled out of the car.
Sorry. What? Sorry. What did
So is
what
Ness
did you want to
running
say?
after Dylan as Dylan's going the opposite
Okay, wait.
direction?
Okay, let me rephrase that. Dylan is waiting until Ness and Fallon, because he did say that he was going to stay in the car, but he didn't say how long.
Car.
Oh, you are.
staying in the
Oh,
fucking
Ness
car.
is staying in the car. Dylan's sitting there then waiting for Ness to leave, and then when you don't leave, he's going to go, well, I didn't say how long I was going to stay in the car until Dylan gets out.
Dylan.
What?
Dylan hopped out of the car.
Oh. All right.
Come on, Ness.
Great. Yeah, I have a plan. But
Okay,
you're
what's your
gonna
plan?
have to listen to me. Okay.
What's your plan?
There's other things that I can do. We can trap Grayson, and I think you could possibly do it too. So this is going to be kind of a learning curve.
What are you talking about?
Okay. So I'm pretty sure you figured out at this point. Hi, I'm not fucking human.
I wasn't gonna say anything, but you know, it's hey, we're all a little different here, right?
That statement is more accurate than you think it is.
Gonna catch that drift.
Okay. So, since you can see spirits and stuff, I can pretty safely assume you could possibly do magic.
After a form, yeah, it's not per se. I don't think it's the same type of magic that you can do. It's kind of just stuff that kind of
We can trap it with magic.
Okay. Here's something I know for sure I can help you do. I can help your trap work better.
Perfect. And then I can do my lovely, womanly wiles to get him to calm the fuck down. So,
Man,
Yes,
okay,
roll
I can
for
see.
womanly wiles.
I can see. Use your feminine wiles. Classic Laura Bailey.
it's the dark manipulator thing that she's referring to, but that's
Yeah,
the easiest way to
you
explain
just
it.
use those assets and roll for them.
Yeah.
Assets,
Right, we need
indeed.
to get there before- we need to get there before your uncle gets there. We need to get there.
All right, let's do this.
Let's go. We're going
All right.
All right.
the other way.
So, Fallon and Holden, you're,
Oh,
you're
dear.
going the way that the crew pointed you towards.
Yeah.
Holden's gonna look over to Fallon. So let's cut the shit. You've done this sort of thing before. Yeah,
Many, many, many times.
good. Me too.
How long you been doing this?
You asking a priest? You asking a priest how long he's been dealing with the forces of evil?
No, I'm asking a hunter how long he's been.
I mean, I took part in my first exorcism at 14, so I guess it started then.
I've been training since I was 6.
And you're considerably younger than me. Fallon.
Fair.
You
But I bet I've
well.
seen just as much as you have, if not.
I'm not. I didn't bring that into question. You're the one who felt the need to validate yourself with that.
You're the one who's calling my agent to question and claiming that means.
No,
experience.
Only in the sense that we've been doing this for around the same amount of time. I ain't gonna belittle you for your age. You're a fine young person, and you're probably the only one of these people that I'd trust at my left. Now, you handle Will. I'll deal with Grayson. I ain't trying to kill nobody today, but if it comes to it, it comes to it.
He knows something.
And he's a fucking werewolf.
So was Jesse.
And Jesse told me all the things he knew.
This kid hasn't been a werewolf for very long. He probably doesn't know much, but he knows what
He knows what
happened to
happened.
him.
Yeah, exactly. He knows what happened.
Maybe he knew
If he tries to bite me or if he tries to run, I'm gonna do what I gotta do, and I need to know that you're willing to do what you gotta do.
Absolutely.
We can talk more about your experience sometime when it's just the two of us.
Sounds fair.
Go for a drink sometime, Fallon. Not at my house. I drink there too much.
You name the time and place then.
Hole in the wall. Tomorrow night.
Sounds good.
7 o'clock. Have dinner first, because if you don't, I'm going to drink your ass under the table.
Can do.
Holden will push the revolver out, take all the lead bullets out, put the silver bullets in. Put the mask and the helmet back on. Are there back doors to these cabins?
No, they're individually set up at the back. You
One
see
way in, one way
3
out.
of them. There's a couple windows, but that's about it.
Alright.
So as you two are coming around this way, Dylan and Ness are coming around the back of the lodge. So as you are in front of these
Classic
cabins
pincher
that are in
move.
the back, yeah, you see each other as there's not a whole lot of people around.
Fallon, or Holden looks to Fallon, sees Dylan. In that one thought, the only thing in this world that Holden has left to protect. And he begins to hear his pulse in his ears. And begins to see red. As Holden's going to activate the Berserk move.
Ooh, okay.
And grabs the silver hatchet in one hand, the gun in the other, walks up, puts a bullet in the doorknob, and kicks the door in.
Of which cabin? There's 3 of them.
Whichever one's closest.
Use your feminine wiles. Bring Grayson out.
Use your feminine wiles.
Holden's got loads of feminine wiles.
Alright, if you're going for the closest one,
Oh shit.
you take and you
All right.
shoot out the doorknob, kick it in, and you see this. Oh shit! Hold on, let me grab my notes really quick.
Oh,
'cause
great.
No. Oh no.
It's either Trevor's cabin or Shayna's.
I'm gonna attempt to whatever Ness is gonna kick off. What she's gonna do, I'm going to run the Jinx.
Yeah,
I'm gonna do the Jinx move.
While this is activating Ness, you do see Holden kind of lose it. Actually, all of you do. If you pay attention.
Fuck.
All right, so I can do this one thing, and this, by the way, it does state in the rule set you can decide to do it or not. By the way, but if I get a 10 up, you'll get a marketing experience if you do it, and it is manipulate someone on monsters as people if they can reason and talk.
Okay.
So just to double check.
Is Holden a monster?
Holden's not a monster. Holden's just a person.
No, it says as well as people.
As well as people who can reason. Okay.
As well as people. Okay, I didn't
Monsters
hear
who can reason and talk, as well as people. Okay.
I mean, I feel like once Holden goes berserk, the title of monster is maybe accurate.
that. Yeah, a little bit.
Can see that.
Alright. So,
Oh boy, here we go, guys.
Let's get you a lemon.
It's
Yep. We're all getting lemons.
okay.
Sorry.
It's okay. It's all good.
Alright,
this
just
is
to
gonna
make
get
sure,
interesting.
I have to read for a hunter. For another hunter, on a 10 plus, if they do what you ask, they mark experience and get 1 forward. On a 7 and a 9, they mark experience if they do what they ask. On a myth, it is up to the hunter how badly I offend or annoy them. They mark experience if they decide not to do what I ask.
All right.
Just a quick note as just on the time. So, yeah.
I know this is gonna get real interesting real fast.
Okay.
I know how we're gonna end this depending on how this roll goes.
Okay.
10.
Nice.
Got 10? Okay.
10.
All right.
So, she is gonna yell at Holden, put the gun fucking down and get your ass outside now.
Who's inside the cabin?
There's a woman in the cabin. Actually, Holden hasn't seen her. Dylan and Fallon did.
Oh, who's this?
The woman who was driving the truck away.
Oh, from the scene previously where we're checking all those issues. Okay.
Yeah, remember it was Trevor, Kenny, and Shayna.
Yep.
Is who they couldn't find. And then got everybody.
Which
So-
one of these cabins does Grayson and Will stay in?
So, are you choosing not to listen to Ness?
He's gonna ask, and then he's gonna put his gun up and leave.
So here's
Mark
what you see.
experience.
So here's what you see, Holden.
Okay.
You see as this woman is sat on her bed, wrapping a bandage around her wrist.
Oh no.
As
Is
she's
it
staring at you.
Can you see the wound?
There's a bunch of cuts up her arm.
Can I roll a sharp really, really, really quick to determine what kind of wounds they are?
Absolutely.
I didn't say how long he had to take in order to leave, so it's fine.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah, it's fighting against Ness's
Womanly
Manipulation.
woman wild.
That would be a 9.
The come here, you little
Nice.
shit move.
What made you see? You've seen when someone takes and gets into a thicket.
Briars.
It looks like a very dense amount of briars
Oh no.
wrapped around her arm and shredded it.
She just came out of the hedge. No, just kidding.
Can I also potentially roll a sharp to see if the wounds look infected or weird in any way? Since I'm pretty sure I know what
Are
caused
you
them.
right? Are you right behind Holden?
Oh, I was right behind Holden because Holden was like,
Okay. Holden's
Yep,
like,
which
"Go
makes
back," and
sense.
Fallon's like, Holden.
"All right."
It's Holden and Fallon
All right.
and Ness and Dylan at this point.
Yeah.
They're like we're like the two.
Roll me, investigate a mystery.
Oh, Dylan, it is burning hot next to you. Like, the air
Yeah.
is heating up.
You see those almost mirage like tendrils around
Can
Ness.
I now?
Why is
I
my
can.
heat?
It's
why is
a bullet.
my vision is wavering.
Yeah, you can use your playbook. Yeah.
Sorry.
Okay, I would like to use that old black magic because that's the one that allows me to create a mystery without having to use my sharp. For 10 total.
Nice.
All right.
I'm still holding to
using
roll
magic.
the jinx when we have Grayson.
Divination.
What's your jinx, and who are you jinxing?
Oh, I'm still planning to only jinx Grayson when we actually get them sorted for the trap.
Yeah,
that's what I'm waiting for.
A bunch of things are going to happen at once with this whole thing.
Okay. Sure, I understood.
And then we're gonna wrap up, and we'll have to wait till next week.
Okay. Let's. Do you want my jinx roll now, or do you want me to wait until
Yeah, give me your
next
jinx
session?
roll, and
Okay.
we'll.
All right.
Do you want me to go ahead and do the magic roll for the
Here's-
trap real quick? Get it out of the way.
6.
Yeah.
Okay.
We'll do some cleanup while Fallon takes in. What's your questions, Fallon?
My questions are, because I didn't roll a 12 plus, I don't create own question. So, my question is specifically about the wound, and I think the blanket one that fits here is what's being concealed here. I want to know if it looks infected or like something weird is happening with it. So, what's being concealed with these wounds, if anything?
Doesn't look infected. It doesn't look like it's spreading. It looks like they're healing rather well.
Too
Very
quickly?
Well, actually. And based on the fact that she didn't go out with the rest of the people, she didn't want anyone to see she was hurt. Mm-hmm. And what made those wounds? Well, the Order just picked up the body.
Well, I knew that.
Greg had similar wounds when that thing
Yep.
attacked him.
I was just trying to figure out if it looked like something was different was going on with hers. Just because we don't know anything about the situation.
Are the wounds bad enough that it looks like she needs like staples or stitches or?
Oh, she looks like she's in a horrible amount of pain.
Oof.
Right. Pain
And
withstanding.
have an infirmary.
For the wounds to heal properly, does she need stitches, staples?
You
Like,
need to
how
get a
intense are we
closer
talking?
Look, but they don't look as bad, actually. Those wounds are not. They should heal up rather well.
Holden will reach in the duffel bag that's around his shoulder and grab a roll of electrical tape and toss it to her.
And then you're headed back out.
And then he'll ask, which one of these cabins is Grayson and Will staying in?
You see immediate panic when you shot in the door and came in, guns blazing. And then when you ask where Will is, where Grayson is, her demeanor shifts. They're 2 cabins over, but I think everybody's out in the parking lot.
Stay inside, wrap yourself up, and if you hear something, know you fucking didn't. And Holden will put the gun
got it.
away and slam the door behind him. And Ness said, put the gun away.
I said, put the gun away and come out.
So Holden grabs his signature weapon, the silver hatchet.
Yep.
Schematic.
That's all right. It's all good. This happened.
Where we're going to end.
Just as an FYI, as I did succeed on the jinx. Just the 7. I rolled the minimum needed. So I have the 1 hold to spend, and it will be, it'll be with interfering with whatever Grayson is going to try to do to not be caught in the trap. So that's what they're going to spend. Cool. That's what they're going to spend their hold on.
Also, I still have that extra hold where I can preemptively tell if someone's going to get hurt, and we can reverse that scene so they don't. I still have that one.
Good deal. I'm not going to spend my +1 that I still have because it's not going to do anything with the roll that I just did. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, where we're going to wrap up this session is you, Ness, start to make that trap around.
And she'll
The
specify
cabin
it is
all
for
the way on the
Grayson.
end.
For Grayson, yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's Shayna's cabin, the one you kicked in. Trevor
Okay.
and Kenny's cabin.
Grayson and
And
Will.
Will and Grayson.
Will and Grace.
No, that would be messy. So, as the shot went off, you see Ness, someone you're familiar with, because Theo had was supposed to go out on a date with him a year ago. As Will Hess stands at the door. What the fuck is going on?
Will, get out now. Is Grayson in there?
Why?
Holden stalking forward, white knuckling the hatchet.
She's casting magic as this is going to trap Grayson.
Yep.
Will,
Dylan will see if he can call out to Holden to calm down. We got this. Try to calm him down.
As you're talking, you see Grayson's face over his cousin's shoulder. Is everything okay out here?
it's gonna snap
As
right
the
then.
magic snaps into place, they are locked in the cabin.
Will can go in and out. It only traps Grayson.
Okay.
Yep.
God, I'm getting hungry already.
And for the jinxing, you watch as Grayson, who is already not doing well,
Yeah.
goes pale and vomits all over the front of the cabin.
Oh dear. Yeah.
So, as you are all standing there, Grayson locked in the cabin, Will standing in front, is where we're going to wrap this up because it is, in fact, 11:45, and that was your cutoff time, 3LC.
Yes, thank you. Sorry we got a little bit of a later
Oh.
start this morning, but thank you so
Yes.
much.
Apologies, life happens,
Yes.
but we will start up next session with whatever y'all decide to do next.
It was very fun. Thank you, Az.
So, thank you for joining us for In the Dark Heart of the Woods.
Yes.
I once again am the keeper, as and
Make sure you introduce
welcome
yourself next time.
to
Yeah.
the collection. It's really not that important. I'm just here to narrate what you guys do.
Same, pretty much.
You guys did it.
We did it.
Collective.
We did it!
Welcome to the
Collective.
collective.
Welcome to the
Make sure
collective.
you
Make
tune
them
in.
dance.
Make sure you tune
Friday.
in next Friday for our wonderful Light of Zerixie Spelljammer game, and next Sunday for, again, In the Dark Heart of the Woods.
In the Dark Heart of the
Thank you
Woods.
for joining us. Have a good whatever time you're watching this. And drink water.
Drink water.
Thirsty bastards.
Hydrate.
Thirsty
Love.
bitches.
Hearts and make them dance.
That's
and
right.
Make them dance.
Thanks, everyone. And we
Bye.
are